Hey everyone, my name's Sekaar, and I've been playing Elder Scrolls Online for about 10 years now, which is kind of a long time now that I say it out loud, and I kind of wanted to share my knowledge with all of the new players amongst you guys. So today, I wanted to go over the top 5 most important tips in my opinion to help you begin your ESO journey. Now, as a precursor, I am mostly a PvPer, but these tips will be for ESO in general and not focused on really either PvP or PvE specifically. Alright, I know this first point is going to be really cliche, but I really mean it. It's just going to be, don't rush. I know that that's really cliche, but I really do mean it. Don't rush. Especially as a new player, there's going to be so much of this game that if you try to speedrun certain aspects of it, you're going to get overwhelmed really quickly. So take your time and enjoy the game, because at the end of the day, that's kind of what it is. It's just a game. So you can spend countless hours kind of just playing this and just while going at your own pace and just continuing to play for years. That's kind of what I've been doing. That's what a lot of other players have been doing. That's what a lot of my friends do. Is just we kind of just do our own thing. We just go at our own pace. We're not really rushing things unless there's like time limits on it. But for the most part, we're just taking our time, because on the other hand, I've seen so many people come in my chat and be like, hey, I need to learn everything right now in the game, and then they get overwhelmed and then they quit because they're like, hey, there's just too much to learn. So I really do mean just don't rush. Just go at your own pace. Be like, hey, I'm gonna learn this aspect. Yeah, I'm gonna learn this aspect. There's so many different components to this game that if you really do try to rush it all, you're gonna get overwhelmed. So I definitely recommend just going at your own pace. I know it's really frustrating at times to be underleveled or not having what gear makes you the strongest, but I promise you, as time passes and you level up, you're slowly going to gain all the tools that you'll need to succeed, because it's just a kind of thing. It's a cumulative effect. You're just going to get this piece and you're going to get this piece over time, and it's really not an overnight transformation. It's the kind of thing that takes a while. This is an MMO at the end of the day, and taking your time with it is really, in my opinion, the best way to go. So to conclude our first point, everyone really has their own journey in ESO, and I know that's cliche as well, and there's really no set path, but really, to close this all out, enjoy your path and enjoy your journey as you just go down this new MMO rabbit hole. Alright, my second piece of advice is going to be that everything is replaceable. When you first start the game, you're going to probably get a piece of gear that you're going to really be excited about. I'm trying to record a... It's so rude. I'm trying to record a video over here. What was I saying? Everything's replaceable. Yeah, everything's replaceable, guys. You're gonna probably get some kind of piece of gear that you're gonna be really excited about, and you're gonna want to equip it and hold on to it forever. But I can't stress enough, it's replaceable. The leveling system in ESO is a little bit wonky, but I'm gonna explain it as best as I can real quick in a very short and layman's terms. So you're going to have 2 different sorts of levels. You're going to have levels 1 to 50, and then after that, your level is going to be based off of how many champion points you have. And your CP, well, it's going to be champion points. I'm going to shorten it to CP for the rest of this, that way to save my breath. So your CP will give you bonuses to certain passes and abilities as you gain more. So let's look at my CP, for example. You get in the blue tree, you can get stuff like increasing your max stamina, increasing your max magic, increasing your critical chance. So stuff like that. That's going to be based off of your champion points. And the more you have, the more you can slot up to a certain extent. That's a story for a different video. So I just really wanted to explain that real quick. So after that, say this is your first time through the game in general. You're going to go through levels 1 to 50, and then once you hit level 50, you'll be CP 10. And don't ask me why it's CP 10 and not CP 1. I genuinely don't know the answer. I haven't played this game for almost 10 years, and I don't know why they put you to CP 10 right away. I don't know. Don't ask me. But I mean, if you do know the answer to that, please let me know in the comments, because I'd be dying to know. And then as you gain more XP, you're going to increase the amount of CP that you have once you're up to that level. So the reason why I'm telling you all this is because at CP 160, that is going to be your gear cap. So no matter how many champion points you are past CP 160, your highest level gear will still be 160. Take me for example. As you can see right here, I am CP 2840. But if you look at this, my gear is going to be CP 160 because that is the max. So basically, you just want to grind for 160, and that's really the point that you want to get to. So up to that 160 mark, everything will be replaceable. So I can't stress enough, if I were in your guys' shoes, don't be sentimental about certain pieces of gear. Save your inventory space, get rid of stuff as you out level it. I definitely recommend that is the way to go because your inventory will be very full very quickly unless you have ESO Plus. ESO Plus does help a lot, but at the end of the day, I definitely recommend making sure that you are just kind of cleaning out your inventory every once in a while. Don't get too attached to things. Don't get sentimental about things until you get to that 160 mark. When you get to that mark, then you can hold on to things. But you're probably a long ways away from there. All right, so that's going to lead us to our third tip, and that's going to be to make friends. At the end of the day, ESO is an MMO, and there are thousands of people that play it every single day. You'll find a lot of like-minded individuals and just a lot of just chill people to hang out with. So don't be afraid to type in zone chat, say hi. If you need help, ask for help. There are so many people that are just really willing to lend a helpful hand. And on top of that, people kind of have different specialties in life, and the same could be said about ESO. ESO can be a lonely game if you go out on your own, but look, if that's your style to just play things solo, then look, more power to you, go do whatever makes you happy. But if you're gonna ask me which way I prefer, I definitely go down the route of being social and hanging out with friends. When I first started the game, I was really clueless about, the entire game in general. This was my first MMO ever, so I really had no idea what to do, but my friends really helped me out at the time, and honestly, they really sculpted me into the player that I am today. Like, they really helped me out so much. So there's so many people that just know things that you don't. That's just a fact about MMOs. A lot of people are going to have different things that they're interested in, and they can help you. So look, make friends. It's definitely the way to go. I definitely recommend it. Go around, socialize, and if you really need help, then ask for it. I swear you guys will find some people to help you in time, I promise. You might find some people that are gonna troll you, because, that is the internet. That's gonna happen no matter what game you're on. But, I definitely do recommend to do it. Look, who knows? If you stick around on ESO long enough, maybe you'll be on the other side of that, where if you see other people asking for help, you can be like, oh, I was in your shoes once, how can I help you? I do stuff like that all the time. I know a bunch of my friends do that all the time. It's just kind of a full cycle moment, and I definitely recommend just going down that social route, making friends. They will help you out so much, I promise. And that's going to lead us to our fourth point, and that's going to be play how you want to play. There's going to be a variety of different races, alliances, and classes that you could pick from, and each, in their own way, kind of have their own meta to give you the best possible combination to maximize your character's potential. But to start out with, I'm going to ask you that you just disregard meta for now. Really play what you want to play, research what class looks fun to you, and go from there. Play a race that you want to play. If you want to play it because it's meta, or if it's because of what looks cool, I definitely recommend just choosing whatever you think is better. Because at the end of the day, when you get to that last part of like that min-maxing of like, oh, the best race, the best character, all the best class, all that stuff, it really isn't too much of a difference at the real end game. So don't worry about it to start out with. You're gonna drive yourself crazy if you're like, oh, what if I make the wrong decision? You could always make a new character and go from there. I definitely recommend just picking something that you think looks fun and going from there, because at the end of the day, you're the one that got this game. Nobody else got it for you, unless somebody did get it for you. But regardless, just play how you want to play. You don't owe anybody anything. You are the protagonist in your own story. I know this is getting really cheesy, but basically what I'm trying to say right now, guys, is play the way you want to play. Don't let others force you into this mold. Do it the way you want to do it. because at the end of the day, you can have so many different characters to choose from that to start out with, who cares about where you go? Just really pick something that you think looks interesting and go from there. All right, so to lead us to our fifth and final point, I'm going to talk about your daily XP on how to maximize that. So I know we've discussed a lot about how to enjoy the game, how you want to enjoy it and taking your time with it, but I kind of wanted to shift gears and give you some information on how to maximize a quick and efficient way to get some fast daily XP. So once you hit level 10, you're going to unlock your daily random dungeon and your daily random battleground. So to get to that, for your controller users, you go to the activity finder right here, and you do dungeon finder, and you do battlegrounds. If you see your random dungeons, you do your random normal dungeon. It's very easy, and you get a bunch of XP your first time completing it. If you're on keyboard and mouse, you just hit P, and you go to dungeon finder. Boom, same thing. Join queue, random normal dungeon. Same thing for the battlegrounds. Join queue, all that. So I definitely recommend doing that, because the first time you complete it each day, you are going to get a bunch of XP, and it will help you level up so quickly. Your battleground, though, I do want to say as a quick note, you do need to come in at least first or second to get that XP, but who really cares about dying or anything? So don't worry about going in there and embarrassing yourself. You don't lose anything for dying in this game. So just go out there, have fun, and try and get that XP if you can. Stick with your team and just honestly have a good time, because you do need to come in first or second. So that is the only stipulation of the battlegrounds for that. But your dungeons, those are pretty free and those are pretty easy, because you get the easy ones to start off with, and on top of that, you're also getting free skill points whenever you do your dungeons as well the first time you complete it, because there is a quest for each dungeon, and you do get a skill point when you complete those quests. So when you do your random dungeons, you get both a bunch of XP, you get skill points to help unlock some skills and passives. So I definitely recommend getting into the habit of doing your daily battlegrounds and your daily BGs. I definitely recommend it. I can't stress that enough. I just wanted to kind of give you that quick tip, because look, if you do your daily battleground, your daily dungeon for say 5 days straight, I'm sure that right there, just by doing those, is going to be at least 10 to 15 levels. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Especially at those lower levels, I definitely guarantee that. But that's really it on the daily XP that I wanted to really talk about. And that's it. Those are my 5 quick tips on how you should get started in the Elder Scrolls Online. If you are a veteran player and you do have any tips for the newer players, please feel free to leave any of those tips in the comments below. I'd appreciate you guys helping out as much as possible. Also, on the other hand, if you are a newer player and you do have questions, please feel free to ask anything in the comments below. We'll try to help out as much as we can. But really, that's it. I really hope that you guys enjoy. Please, if there's anything that you guys should take away from this video, it is that this is a game at the end of the day, and I do want you guys to enjoy it. I just want to help you guys get along with your journey as much as possible. So if there's anything that you did learn from this video, I would highly appreciate you subscribing to the channel and liking the video as well. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help me out so much. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope that this video helped you. I hope that you guys enjoy your ESO journey. It is just beginning, and I just really hope that you guys enjoy it and savor it. There is truly no other game like this. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next video. Later.